Get ready for an epic rollercoaster of emotions as we dive into the Twitterverse's explosive reactions to Australia's thrilling victory over India in the Cricket World Cup Final 2023. What a spectacular triumph for Australia in the Cricket World Cup 2023 final. Heartiest congratulations on your well-deserved victory over India. The performance displayed on the grand stage was nothing short of extraordinary, showcasing true grit, skill, and sportsmanship. Buckle up and hit play as we navigate through the Twitter storm ignited by the cricketing icons of yesteryear. Will they be applauding brilliant displays of skill, or will they be throwing shade at missed opportunities? There's only one way to find out. Sachin Tendulkar says, "Congratulations to Australia on their 6th World Cup win. On the most important day of the biggest stage, they played better cricket." Hard luck, Team India. Just one bad day in an otherwise sterling tournament can be heartbreaking. I can imagine the agony of the players, fans and ill-wishers and what they must be going through. Losses are a part of the sport, but let us remember that this unit gave their all for us throughout the tournament. Virender Sehwag also congratulations to Australia, and he says, "Many congratulations Australia on winning the World Cup. They were the best side on the day of the finals. Travis Head was simply unbelievable. Was the player of the match in WTC finals, won the semis for AUS and played one of the best ever innings in a WC final and finished the game. Australia's decision to have him in the squad, despite him missing the first half of the World Cup to injury, was a top decision. We can hold our heads high for the effort our boys gave throughout the tournament. They gave us many moments of joy throughout the WC, but unfortunately weren't able to cross the line in the finals." Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi tweeted, "Dear Team India, your talent and determination through the World Cup was noteworthy. You've played with great spirit and brought immense pride to the nation. We stand with you today and always." Rahul Gandhi says for Team India, "Team India, you played solidly well through the tournament. Win or lose, we love you either way, and we will win the next one." Congratulations to Australia for a well-deserved World Cup victory. Suresh Raina tweeted this, "It's a heartbreak moment for me and the entire country, but all I can say is one team deserved to be the world champion, and that was Australia. Wish we would have been celebrating tonight." Shuib Apta says, "India has lost the World Cup. If there was anyone who could have stopped them, has stopped them." Drew Frady says on India lose against Australia, "Winning or losing is a part of the game. Well played Team India." In another tweet, he also mentioned this, "This is disgusting behavior. As soon as players don't perform, some people start throwing abuses at them. Indian team has done a great job this World Cup. Even if they lose, they deserve to be treated with respect." Ajinkya Rahane, "Today's outcome might not be what we hoped for, but the team's effort in the tournament was truly commendable, and they fought well throughout. Congratulations to Australia." The VS Laxman says, "Heartbreak for India, but Rohit and his men must hold their heads high for a memorable run at the World Cup. One defeat does not define this team. Congrats to Australia for being crowned World Cup champions for a 6th time, and to Travis Head for a blistering century. Rohit will be bitterly disappointed now, but he should be proud of how he and the boys played throughout the last 7 weeks. A big thanks to this wonderful team that enjoyed every bit of bringing the World Cup to the audience along with all the expert panelists. It would have been merrier if India had won the trophy. Until next time, Australia outplayed India today. Congratulations on lifting the World Cup. Team India should be proud of their run in the tournament." Irfan Pathan says, "Just one bad game in the entire World Cup for Team India, and that too in the final. Love and respect for our team." Another tweet of Irfan Pathan, "Well done Australia, you are truly a world champion. Coming from behind, beating one of the best team in the competition."
Yeah, I mean, that wicket, there was no grass on it. This wicket has some grass on it. That wicket looked a lot more drier than this one. I don't know. Again, maybe I still haven't looked today at how the wicket is, but from my understanding, obviously it's going to be on the slower side. It's too much, but it's always nice to see the pitch on the day of the game and then assess what you want to do. That is something that we've maintained for a long period of time, and that is something that we have done before as well. So it's not something new for us to come and assess the pitch on the day of the game, and the players are aware of it as well. But in terms of the conditions changing, yes, the temperatures have dropped a little bit. I don't know how much of a dew factor there will be, because against that Pakistan game, when we trained before the game, there were a lot of dew, but there was no dew during the game. And even a few days back at Wankhede, we were training. There were a lot of dew on the game day. There wasn't much. So that's why I keep saying the toss is not going to be a factor. You got to play well to win the game, regardless of the conditions and the temperatures. You got to play well. You got to play good cricket. Absorb the pressure whenever the pressure has been put on you. So yeah, I think that's where it boils down to. You got to just understand what is expected out of you at that point in time.
उस ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम का एक ऑरा हुआ करता था कि भाई मैच में कोई भी उतरने से पहले उनको लगता था इस टीम को हरा नहीं सकते थे. अभी तक जिस तरह से ये इंडियन टीम खेली, आपको लगता है सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ ऑरा है इवन विदाउट द वर्ल्ड कप ट्रॉफी?
नहीं, देखिए, मैं नहीं उस चीज़ पे बिलीव करता हूँ ऑरा और वो सब चीज़ पे. ये चीज़ में बिलीव नहीं करता हूँ कि पिछले 10 मैच में हमने क्या किया. ऑफ कोर्स कॉन्फिडेंस लेना बहुत ज़रूरी है ऐसे मैचेस में. 10 मैचेस हमने अच्छे तरीके से खेला है. उस ऐसे चीज़ों में सोचकर हम ज़्यादा वो नहीं करना चाहते. कुछ चेंजेस नहीं होंगे. जिस तरीके से मैंने अभी बताया, जैसे हम खेलते आए उसी तरीके से खेलना पसंद करेंगे. कोई अलग मैसेज देने की ज़रूरत है नहीं. 2007 में मुझे नहीं लगता है कि MS ने कोई अलग मैसेज दिया था. जिस तरीके से हमने स्टार्ट किया था उसी तरीके से हमने फाइनल भी खेला. हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स आप
कैप्टनसी स्पीच तो होती होगी?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. जो हम नॉर्मल डिस्कशंस जो करते हैं गेम के दौरान, गेम के पहले, वो नॉर्मल डिस्कशंस होते रहते हैं. उसके अलावा कोई और चीज़ों के बारे में बात नहीं होती है.
Congratulations, Pat. What does that mean to you?
That's huge. I think that's the pinnacle of international cricket, winning a one-day World Cup, especially over here in India in front of a crowd like this. Phones off, please, Cole. First press conference. Can we get rid of that bloke? Yeah, that's huge. It's been a big year for everyone, but our cricket team's been to here in India, Ashes, World Test Championship, and to top it off with this is just huge, and these are the moments that you'll remember for the rest of your life.
So why is it the pinnacle?
It's just every international team comes together. You only get a shot at it every 4 years. Even if you have a 10-year career, you might only get 2 chances at it, and it's just the whole cricket world stops for this World Cup, so it doesn't get any better.
Yeah, much better. Pat, you always spoke about the 2015 World Cup being like a highlight of your career. But to win a World Cup in India, this stadium with so many people, and the silence you spoke about as well, like, can you just take us through that journey today, like from getting to the ground to now?
Yeah, I mean, I always like to say I'm pretty relaxed, but I was a little bit nervous this morning. Just pacing around, waiting for it to kind of get started. Just seeing the sea of blue in the hotel, getting nearer the ground and just seeing the sea of blue making its way to the ground, all the cars parked with their selfie cameras out. You knew you were walking into something pretty special, and then to walk out, for the toss and just see 130,000 blue Indian shirts, it's an experience you'll never forget. So awesome day, and I mean, the good thing was they weren't too noisy for most of it.
Pat, a couple of things. Now that it's run and won, what did you really think of the pitch? And B, what was behind the decision to bowl first, given how well it worked out?
The pitch played pretty well, actually. It was quite slow and basically, no bounce. But I don't think the bounce was anything different to anywhere else in the tournament. Probably didn't spin as much as I thought it was. Yesterday it looked really dry, but it was quite firm today. So, the wicket was fine, really. And then, the toss, we were kind of umming and ahhing right up until the toss, really. But I thought, half a chance of the wicket getting better tonight. And, in a World Cup game, you can make a mistake bowling and it doesn't really matter too much. But if you make a mistake batting and you're under pressure, it can be fatal. So it just felt like it was the right time to go out and have a bowl.
And just given how big a year it's been for you on so many fronts, how are you feeling, just I suppose emotionally, given the spectrum of emotions you felt this year?
Yeah, I mean, at this moment, just incredibly proud, really, of the year we've had. you know, I've obviously had a really big year. I know my family at home is watching. Just got a message from Dad saying, yeah, he's had a lot of 4 a.m. wake up, or you know, not going to bed till 4 a.m. So he's as pumped as anything. Yeah, you know, you sacrifice a lot to play for Australia, and everyone in the team has, and we've spent a lot of this year away. But to be, you know, we do it for these moments, and yeah, my wife and 2-year-olds probably asleep, hopefully asleep. But you know, they're all pumped. They do the journey with us, so everyone's got their own story. But there's a lot of proud people out there in our team.
But as a leader, we saw very good leadership from you. We saw especially going back to Afghanistan when you made a good supporting role with Maxwell. How do you feel about your leadership throughout the tournament, and how do you rate Travis Head innings today?
Trev Head was phenomenal. I think I said it on stage. I mean, I think a lot of credit should also go to, you know, Andrew McDonald and George Bailey, the selectors, to take a punt. You know, he had a broken finger or broken hand for the half of the tournament, but to keep him in the squad was a huge risk. And the medical team were fantastic, obviously, to get him into a place where he could perform. So that was a big risk. I think we could have been made to look really silly if that didn't pay off, but you got to take those risks to win a tournament. And Trav, the player, we've seen in Test cricket, he epitomised everything I want out of a cricket team. He takes the game on, he plays with a smile. He just puts the pressure right back onto the opposition, and he's just great fun to be around. So I couldn't be happier for Trav.
That's a wrap on this explosive journey through Twitter reactions from our cricketing legends. What a ride it's been, reliving the epic moment. If you enjoyed the adrenaline-packed Twitter reactions from our cricket legends on Australia's sensational win over India in the CWC 2023 final, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action. Stay connected for more exciting cricket content, reaction,